I don't appreciate this. So my other case, they're gonna turn into a competency hearing too. How the fuck are they doing this? No, they on some bullshit. Mm-mm. This ain't right. I don't give a fuck.
Listen closely to the following options. To speak with the Records and Filing Office, press 1. For the Probate or Juvenile Office, press 2.
Can't handle my
For
shit.
the Family Court Office,
This shit
press
is
3.
stupid. This is
To contact
they
the
got
Judge's
us.
Clerk, press
Motherfucker
4.
snap.
To contact the Court
They're
Commissioner's
saying
Clerk,
I'm
press
maintaining
5.
while they sit here
For
trying to
information
hang me.
regarding small claims actions,
Fuck, they gonna
press 6.
combine the case and
To
turn
repeat
that other
these
one
options,
into a
press 9.
competency
To
hearing.
speak with the receptionist,
Ain't no
press
motherfucking
0.
way. Every case is supposed to be different. They just did this shit. Fuck, they gonna combine my cases together. They cannot do that shit. People need to keep looking at the Wisconsin court access. Man, that shit is so updated. This is some bullshit.
Search for.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. May I ask who I'm speaking with? What's your name?
Gage.
What is it?
Gage.
Gage?
Yep.
Okay, what's your position there at the circuit court in Kenosha, Wisconsin?
I'm a deputy court clerk.
Okay, and so for what department?
Records department.
Okay, so I have a question here about a case. There seems to be some errors on the Wisconsin access, whether or not they were entered in or not. You have 2 cases being set for a competency hearing for me, and that is illegal. My competency was not raised on the other hearing. And so why are you all combining those cases together? That is unethical.
Do you have the case numbers?
Actually, I can tell you my name. It's Jasmine Renee Davis, and hold on, I can tell you the case number. I just have to, because I just actually looked at it and I called it immediately, because I have so much is happening with this situation. So much happening. And I have so much to do with my day, and this is just an unhealthy distraction actually to have to go through this. I'm gonna look at the information.
I have the cases here. I just looked them up by your name. I can get you the person working on your cases. They can maybe give you some more information about
Can
it.
you speak up? I can barely hear you. I'm trying to hear you.
I pulled up your cases here by your name. I could get you over to the person working on your cases, and they could give you some more information about it.
Are you mad at me or something, Gage?
No.
Do I irritate you when I call?
No, I'm just speaking. I'm not sure what you're... I'm not sure why you're thinking that. I can get you over to the person, though.
When I had kind of asked you to speak up, there was something that the sound, and I didn't know if I was irritating you or if there was some kind of problem. How are things going at the courthouse today? How's your job? How's everything with your job? Are you being accommodated at your job? Do you have enough time to work on the things that you have to work on? Are you healthy in your position?
Things are going good here at the courthouse.
Okay, and so then that's why I was asking, if there was some kind of problem, because I know that I want to just have this as professional. I have to handle my business, but I don't want to have
everything is
you
good.
all mad at
I'm
me.
sorry if I made some kind of sound, but everything's good. Like I said, I can get you over to the person working on your case. They can give you some more information about it.
So who is that person that is working on my case?
Her name is Mindy.
Mindy, and who is Mindy?
She's one of the criminal clerks here. She works the criminal cases for certain people.
Oh, for certain people? What does that mean?
Like, circuit court.
Hi, may I ask who I'm speaking with?
My name is Mindy.
Mindy, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I was told that you are working on my case. There's multiple cases there, and I was told that you're working on mine.
Do you have a case number?
Yes, actually, here I should pull it up, but I have a case. There's two cases actually, and so just kind of have to get the numbers here. So just a little bit here. I grab these numbers for myself here. Okay. So there's a case here, and that case number is 2025 CM 000201.
Okay.
And then there's another case here, and that case is 2025 CM 000442.
Okay, what's your question?
Can you tell me the problem with my case? Can you tell me what you see, what's happening with my case, the information on my case in detail, please?
All that I have is that your next hearing is for May 19th at 2 o'clock before the judge.
I have a status. I am supposed to meet with the district attorney's office before then.
Okay.
And you don't see that? Yes, it's a.
It looks like that particular date was taken off. You can talk to the DA's office about it.
Wait, they took it off? So you all combine a competency hearing with two cases?
No, the competency hearing is only in 442. And they're going to hear the other case in front of the judge. That's for a status conference. It's not a competency hearing.
Okay, but you combine the case with the competency hearing.
No, they're just going to hear them at the same time.
So why would they cancel me meeting with the district attorney's office then?
That I don't know. I don't know why that came off.
And I wasn't even notified of that. And it was even confirmed in court at intake that meeting was still. So what are you all really trying to do here? Because it does not say that it's a status conference. It's saying that you are combining it. On CCAP, it says that you are combining with the other hearing. It's not saying
where
that
are you reading that?
On Wisconsin Court Access. You have the information there.
It doesn't say. It's this case is reset to be at the same time as the defendant's other matter, 25 CM 442, on May 19th at 2 o'clock.
So if you are resetting at the same time as the other matter, why?
I didn't reset it.
Who gave those orders?
The judge.
The judge did. What judge?
You're appearing before Judge Dougvillo.
And are you sure? What's Judge Dougvillo's name?
Judge Dougvillo.
What's his full name, please? I'm gonna ask you to just be professional at this call, please.
Ma'am, I don't know what you're trying
What is
to
his name? What is
at.
his full name? What you trying to get me at? I'm telling you exactly what I'm asking you. What are you talking about? I'm not the one with the hidden agenda. I asked you his full name.
Jared Dougvillo.
That is not his full name.
Yes, it is.
What is his middle initial that is on the record?
T.
Okay, so how are you telling me that was his full name? And you said,
what is your question, ma'am?
I asked you, and I also asked you.
I gave you an answer.
How did he notify you of that? How did he notify the course of that change?
His clerk rescheduled it.
His clerk rescheduled it. How did she do that? And what was the reason for it to be rescheduled? I have a right for this information, and I'm asking you to be professional,
it's
please.
in the matter of the court's efficiency.
Efficiency?
Yes.
Okay, in the matter, I'm gonna write that down. Okay, and so what is efficiency? The court's efficiency. Hello?
I'm trying to figure out how to respond to that. It's to make sure that you don't have to spend more time in court and that the court doesn't have to hear each case at different times so that you don't have to show up 5 times for 2 different cases.
No, and
it's just to preserve it's judicial efficiency. I don't know the textbook definition of it. You are more than welcome to look it up, but I do not have it at my disposal right now.
But that was sent to you how? How was that sent over to the courts?
It wasn't sent to me. I only see it on CCAP.
So who was it sent to? I was told you're the person that's working on my case.
I am not. I process documents. I am not the judicial assistant. I'm not the one in the courtroom.
So who is the judicial assistant?
Melanie.
Melanie who?
I am not giving out her last name.
So you know exactly who I am, right? And so you all find that I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your classmate. You understand that, right? But you're very relaxed in the way that you speak to me every time I call. You know who I am. And you're disrespectful, and you don't have any respect for me to call about my own matters, and you withhold information from me that you have no right to withhold.
Ma'am, I have not withheld any information.
You're telling me you're not giving her.
I can put you
this
through.
Is the problem.
Let me do that for you.
You choose not to do your job, right? These hoes gotta go, and this is why they sending me away, because all of them lazy ass motherfuckers don't do their job, and they got all them dumbass, dizzy, drunk, dry hoes, and they're working in their courthouse. How the fuck they gonna cancel my pretrial and they're gonna say that they're gonna hold it? They're gonna try to claim it for my competency for both cases. Don't try no slick shit with me, because you're not doing me a motherfucking favor. Straight up. And they ass is out with that too. They showing their whole ass. Then they just transfer the call over to the supervisor. Them dumb bitches don't even know their job. And that's why they had it.
Bethany Lofgren, Kenosha Circuit Court. I'm sorry, I am out of the office.
She don't even return emails.
Leave a message at the tone, or please hang up and dial 262-653-2664. Have a good day.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
I am Jasmine Renee Davis. My call was transferred to you without me asking. I did not get permission for the call to be transferred over. However, I'm asking you call me at 1262. I'm gonna just say 505-7137. And I understand that you have not returned some of my emails, but this call is urgent and it cannot be handled the same way. I also realize that you all you know my name, and you are very abusive in the circuit courts toward me. And I do not appreciate it. You guys are trying to make it impossible for me to handle my matters. You are attempting murder. This is the court of law. And you all are fighting me constantly. It's unfair competition and long-standing contests. You all are rude, disrespectful, messy, sloppy, dry, and ugly toward me. And you are the ones that's constantly saying that I am doing the problems to you. And you are mishandling the court of law. Your people that you work for, you all disregard me just because somebody have told you to do so. I'm a black woman and you know that, but that does not give you a right to mistreat me. The court of law means more than you criminalizing me and throwing me in jail. It does not matter what my record says. You have to accept every call appropriately when I call. And you all are constantly refusing. You disregard my emails too, like it's nothing to you. This is a serious problem. I have also emailed the clerk of courts, and I have already notified her, Rebecca M.M., I don't know how to pronounce it, but I told her I have some reports to make upon the clerks that works for her, that she is supposed to supervise. And so I'm going to let you know something. This can be investigated and audited like anything else. I'm not threatening you. I am assuring you. And I am telling you the absolute truth. I have to handle my matters. And you all are making it impossible because you know that you are doing illegal things. You notate things. You do each other favors. You hide your mess and you criminalize me. You as clerks and judicial assistants, you want to blame it on the judge. And then you say the judge is not the one. You say the judge is doing something. You turn around and say the clerk is doing something. So who's really doing what? I can file a police report. I know you all probably find that it doesn't matter. So I don't have to file a police report. There's other agencies that I can file. And so me understanding what is happening here does not tell you that I'm incompetent. But the way that you all are combining cases without my permission and asking me, is it okay, is inappropriate. I'm asking you to call me immediate as possible. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I want you to know that I called to Wisconsin Circuit Court in Kenosha, Wisconsin. These matters, they have to be handled at the appropriate time. They cannot drag this shit out. I don't give a fuck.
To add to it, 5. To discard it, 6. Your message has been sent.
No, I'm not playing.
If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. Sorry, the operator.
Yeah, of course. I'm not about to play around with these people. They're abusing me.
County Circuit Court.
They don't want to meet with me because they're being dishonest.
To speak with the Records and Filing Office, press 1. For the probate or
This
juvenile
whole
office,
thing is a
press
fucking
2.
setup. They moved
For the
it from
family
a
court
municipal
office,
court
press 3.
ticket,
To
a
contact the
fucking
judge's
ticket
clerk,
to a criminal
press 4.
charge.
To contact transactions, press 6.
I talked to the district attorney. He shows up and questions my competency and they throw it all together. You cannot do that. They can't throw all my shit together. I don't give a fuck. Hi, may I start speaking with, please?
My name is Gage.
Gage, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Hi. I would like to get the information to appear to my court cases by Zoom, please.
Via Zoom?
Yes.
Let me see. You have to contact the judge's clerk.
I have left a message there, and she seems to not have much concern about answering my questions, actually. I tried to get there to her, but she just continued to call before I can even ask her all the questions that I had to ask her.
Well, I didn't send you to the judge's clerk earlier. I sent you to the criminal clerk. I can get you to Judge Doug Villa's clerk.
Why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me that?
Telling you what?
Why are you telling me?
Clerk, okay?
I know who.
Schedule Zoom through her.
That is the person I was referring to. These motherfuckers are ridiculous. They treated me like I'm fucking stupid, and they the ones that's stupid. Being fucking paraded like they got some sense. They ass is in trouble. Why they think why they testing me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I knew that nigga didn't like me.
Judicial Assistant to Judge Jarrett Dougville in Branch 1. I am unable to take a call right now, so please leave your name, phone number, and case number. If you have an attorney, please hang up and contact your attorney. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
I am Jasmine Renee Davis, and I understand that you did return a call previously, but you did actually hang up the phone call before I can ask all my questions. But I have another question, and it is an urgent matter. And also, I called and Gage said that you were the person to talk to, and just it's a lot of back and forth. The case number that I'm referring to also is 2025CM000442, but actually there's another case, it's 2025CM000201. Okay, please call me back at 1262-505 7137. My email address, in case you cannot reach me by phone, is JASMINE_RENEEDAVIS@outlook.com. This is a very urgent matter, and I know that I have all of the right and the room and the rules for you to return my call. I have some questions, and I'm asking that you return my call as immediate as possible, as this is an urgent matter and is also about scheduling and appearance as well. This one case is not a competency hearing, and I'm asking that you return my call as soon as possible. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Reach the Kenosha County Circuit Court. Please
They got their
listen closely to the
fighters
following
on
options.
today.
To speak with the Records and
'Cause
Filing
they
Office,
already know
press
I'm not
1.
gonna let this
For
shit
the
go.
Probate or Juvenile Office, press 2.
They just
For
whooping
the
my
Family
ass
Court
all
Office,
over town.
press 3. To contact the Judge's Clerk, press 4.
Listen to this shit. And that's why they get me on harassing the phone. I can't handle myself. There's too many intelligent people that can handle this stuff. They don't want it to be better. This is a fucking mess. So many people out of work. They got degrees. They can't even find a job. No, man. Then they got turned to a life of crime? No. Be out there. Life of crime mean they gotta go into shelters. They gotta go and, what I'm saying, deal with a bunch of mess as well too. Gotta be mentally ill to get a place to live, or disabled. Then they go somewhere and say, oh, well, you're having a hard time. We're going to diagnose you with a disease and all this different shit. How the fuck? Why? Why do I have to be labeled mentally ill just because I want to handle my matters? It's not right.
Thank you for holding. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
These motherfuckers seem like they looking for a soap opera, like they looking for drama.
Circuit Court.
Hi, ma'am. So I'm speaking with, please.
This is Gage.
Gage, hi. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I actually calling in reference to the previous call. You disregarded me. You were very obnoxious and disrespectful to me. Actually, unethical and abusive. You actually intended harm on me, I'm sure, because I told you the truth and you tried to tell me that I did not know what I was talking about. I was very sure that I had spoken with the judge's clerk. You tried to tell me that I was referring to someone else that I was not. And that is abusive. I know exactly what I was referring to. You mentioned about you transferring me to someone else, but I did not tell you that that's the person who did it. And so why did you ignore me and overlook me and transfer my call when I was talking? That was very abusive, and that is no place for anybody in the circuit court as a clerk. You disregarded me, and you were very, very rude and disrespectful to me. And there are a lot of other things that I can say that you did that violates actually laws that could be charged criminally.
Do you have a question, ma'am?
Yeah, why did you do that?
Because your question was you're looking to set up Zoom for your court appearance, so I got you to the judge's clerk. That's the person you have to set that up with.
No, and that's not what I asked you. I told you, and I was trying to explain to you the problem, and you told me that I did not talk to the judge's clerk. You said that I talked to someone else.
I was referencing the call before that where I transferred you to one of the criminal clerks.
And I tried to explain to you that's not what I was referring to.
Okay, so what's your question now?
So why did you do that, and how do I file a complaint on you?
I can get you one of my supervisors.
Somebody that's going to actually answer the phone. And how can I do that in writing, though, without having to go through a phone call?
You can write a letter to the court if you like.
And who do I address that to?
You supervisor or something like that?
Whoever I want. Are you serious right now? Whoever I want?
I mean, you can trust it to one of the supervisors. You can trust it to Becky, who's the clerk of courts.
So you are literally got your feet kicked up and just having a vacation at work right now at the circuit court in Wisconsin. You're really being obnoxious and sarcastic. You don't care about keeping it serious because I'm me, Jasmine Renee Davis, and you all believe that I don't have my mind, right? Because you see incompetency on my hearings. So
I'm answering your questions you asked.
No, that is.
You could address it to Becky or to. You can go on the website and look at who the supervisors are.
No, that is not what you initially said until I had to mention to you that was very disrespectful for you to say. Just whoever I want. No, what is the protocol, please?
You can address a letter to Becky, circuit court.
Who is Becky?
She's the clerk of circuit courts.
And that's her name, Becky?
Yeah.
Becky who?
Matoska, Matoska.
And so that's how I would address it, as Becky?
You can put attention Becky or attention supervisor, however you like. But I have other calls coming in, ma'am. Is there a question you have?
Yes, because there is no one listed named Becky on that website.
She is the clerk of courts, Rebecca.
There is no Becky listed on that website. Okay, but why are you telling me to reference something? That is not the formal name and that is not the legal name.
Ma'am, do you have another question?
Yes, I would like to speak to someone else other than, who else would I speak to if Judge Doug Villo's clerk is not returning my calls and refusing to talk to me just as much as you are doing? Because just because you have other calls,
you have to talk to her.
Wait a minute.
For a call back from her.
But no. I've already had a call back from her. But just because you are I'm not your buddy, I'm not your girlfriend, I'm not your sister, I'm not your mom or any of that. This is a professional. Well, you're not going to treat it that way. Yeah, you may have other calls, but I'm also on this phone. So you have to take my call and you have to take my call seriously, but you're refusing.
Very disrespectful, so it's kind of hard to work with you.
Oh.
Get you one of my supervisors if you like.
How am I being disrespectful? I would like to know. That's the dumbass shit. That's what these little ass motherfuckers. I'm being very disrespectful. This is why these motherfuckers trying to throw me away. Because they stupid ass people don't have sense and they so drowned in and all this shit.
Bethany Lofgren, Kenosha Circuit Court.
Bethany?
I'm sorry, I am out of the office at this
Why
time.
you didn't transfer it to
Leave a
Becky,
message at the
bitch?
tone, or please hang up and dial
shit.
262-653-2664. Have a good day.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. You know, now it's a situation with Gage. You all are being mighty disrespectful, I must say. And you're being very unethical and abusive. You are causing harm. I have stuff to do with my life. I represent myself. You all are prohibiting that. You refuse to answer my questions. You all have an indictment out on my life, but you're showing that you are attempting murder. I'm asking to return my call. I'm not here to play around with y'all. And then if I walk up to that courthouse and demand some stuff, then you all are going to have a problem then as well. And so what you're going to do, try to arrest me? I have to come there. I have to take care of my business, and I can call. You transfer this call and you let anybody hear this voicemail because I am recording it live. And so every piece of information is being exposed as you all sit there and try to hang me in front of the public or at all while you are exploiting me, my name, and the court system. That is not what these court systems stand on just because you decide to make up rules as you go. The court system is supposed to be a noble one. The court system is supposed to be clean. You all are very nasty and disgusting, and you are trying to disgrace me, but I do not subscribe to those rules. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Please return my call at 1262-505 7137. And I'm not going to tell you that I'm not disappointed on this call. I'm not going to say that I'm not crying. And I'm not going to tell you that I do not have to be mad or crazy or insane to have feelings about the way that you all are trying to fight me. And I'm literally fighting for my life. And you all are constantly trying to put my name and my life on the line. You can find any season to greet me as you want, but I still know what time it is. And I also know that what you are doing is inappropriate. I have to sit around and wait for you all to decide because you find that it's irrelevant, because you believe I don't have any money to fight. But I'm telling you something. Return my call. I've asked you all about my money. I've asked you all, you have misappropriated my bond money and all kinds of stuff. You have refused to return emails. You refuse to answer my question. This call is being noted. Please. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm not going to play this motherfucking game with these people.
You're reaching Kenosha County Circuit Court.
This is
Please
ridiculous.
listen closely to the following options. To speak with the Records and Filing Office, press 1. For the Probate or Juvenile Office, press 2. For the
I don't know how to
office,
talk to them.
press
I don't
3.
have any other
To contact
descriptive.
the judge's
They won't even
clerk,
tell me their
press
name
4.
barely, so I don't
To contact
care.
the Court Commissioner's
No.
Clerk, press 5. For information regarding
This
small
shit
claims
ain't just
actions,
been happening.
press
This
6.
shit been happening. They
To
been
repeat
doing
these
this
options,
stuff.
press 9. To speak with the receptionist, press 0.
They've been doing this shit to me.
For information regarding traffic, civil, small claims, criminal, or appeals cases, press 1. For questions you have reached the Kenosha County Circuit Court. All lines are busy. You may dial 0 to leave a message or dial 1 to continue to hold for the next available
This how
operator.
they so desperate right now that they sit there and do this and they're gonna say somebody is threatening them scene. Now he gonna say I'm disrespectful. I don't owe you any fucking respect, boy.
To hold for the next available operator. Thank you.
But you are supposed to respect your office. That's the difference. And I am. I know what the fuck I'm doing. They say don't nobody give a fuck about Jasmine Renee Davis, so it don't matter. Ain't nobody gonna miss her. But meanwhile, they shuffling through my shit. And then they just come up to me and arrest me whenever the fuck they want to and shit. Fuck you. Y'all motherfuckers eating off of me, off of my work. You're not gonna eat me though. Fucking dry ass, stupid ass people, man. They believe in that shit. They get fucked up and then they do stupid shit and then show up to work with the fucking sloppy seckies. That ain't how that shit work.
I'll go in there today. And they're right downtown at 6. They're right here.
Hi, may I still speaking with, please?
Gage again.
No, that's not how you answer the phone.
I answered it how I always answer in circuit court.
Oh, and then you say this is Gage again. Is it again your last name? Because I did call a different.
I recognize the number. I know I've talked to you for 3 times in the past 10 minutes.
I didn't even call the same department or press the same prompts to even talk to the same person. Before I press 0, now I press 1. You all are very disrespectful in that office. And now you're calling me disrespectful. I need to speak to someone who is actually going to be professional and that I can actually get some stuff happening here. If I were an attorney and you don't know who I am or what laws I do know, then you would do everything that you can to accommodate this call. But since you find that you're going to be disrespectful, I don't want to call and you keep making every call the same. Every call is different. I have many cases in court right now. And I don't appreciate, and I asked you earlier, are you mad at me? And you have proven exactly what I said.
Ma'am, I'm trying to answer
No,
your
and
questions about
no, you're
liability, and you're just not listening to them.
how I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to respect you. Your job is to hear what I'm saying and do what I ask you to do. You do not call any sort of plans for me. You are not in control of my life. I need to speak to someone who is available to talk that is not you. If you are not listening to what I have to say, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. You are refusing and you're trying to tell me what I'm talking about. It's inappropriate. You're not and then you said I'm being disrespectful. That can quickly escalate into something far beyond what I'm interested in. You tell me I'm being disrespectful to you. I don't owe you any respect. I don't have to respect you.
Ma'am, I'm trying to answer your questions. What is your question?
No, you told me I'm disrespecting you. But I have no, if there's any and I asked you to define what you mean by disrespect, and you refuse. You keep transferring my calls to people I don't want to talk to. How are you finding that as you requested any respect? I don't appreciate that.
Ma'am, do you have a question for me?
I already asked it, and it's your responsibility to figure out what I said. I asked it already. So do what I asked, please. I asked the question already now. Wait, what did you just say?
I said I don't remember your question. What is your question?
How don't you remember my question? I did ask it.
Okay, what was it? I can
No, I don't have to repeat myself.
I'm gonna get you to one of my supervisors.
You still need to remember, because the problem is you sitting here and you attacking me and telling me how disrespectful, but you want me to sit here and coddle you and make sure that you're doing your job right, but you don't want me to do mine. That's not right. If you want some kind of leeway here and you want me to appreciate you as a human, that's how you treat me. And you are not, but you want to sit here and have a victory over my life constantly. You want to force me to figure it out all on my own, and you holding all the phone. Yeah, that's exactly right. Now you don't remember. No, no, it don't work like that with you. No, because I'm happy. I don't care. Everybody, I'm happy to, but no, you gonna sit here and.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Bethany Law.
He keep transferring me to this
I'm
day.
sorry, I am out of the office at this time.
I'm not gonna play these games with these people. Straight up, I'm not, and I don't have to.
No, here. You know what you tell him? Tell him I want to speak to the supervisor. And where you're at right now. And you tell him you want to speak to the supervisor. You tell him I'm not speaking no more to you. No, you want to speak to the supervisor.
May I ask why you telling me something about my stuff? What's the problem?
No.
Oh, well then don't. If I can't ask you that, then.
I can hear it in the voice.
Oh, no, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. But if I can't ask you that, then why are you telling me suggestions?
I just thought maybe it would be helpful to suggest maybe you should talk to a supervisor. But I hope you have a better day now. And I hope your day gets better.
County District Attorney's Office. Our office is located at the Mall Arrow Building at 912 56th Street. Council was absent 53140.
I'm not gonna play this motherfucking game. Was it Joshua Paul or something?
Until noon, and from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. This office is closed on weekends and holidays. Please note that this office cannot give out legal advice. If you are calling to report a crime, please contact your local law enforcement agency. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911 immediately. If you're looking for a telephone number for one of the local police agencies, please press you're calling for information on contacting the public defender's office, please press 2. If you're looking for information on a court date or what happened in court, please press 3. If you're calling for official court documents, court records, or case dispositions, press 4. If you're calling for a discovery procedure, please press 5. If you're calling about a subpoena, please press 6. If you're calling to speak to one of our victim witness advocates, press 7. To repeat these options, press 8. If you'd like to speak with our next available person, please press 9 or remain on the
So I was calling to the district attorney's office, and now I get a call from Bethany here. Hello, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Hi, this is still Bethany from Kenosha Circuit Court, returning your call.
Okay, I appreciate you calling me on this phone number that I had asked you to call me on. So I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and first of all, I'm going to ask you, what is really happening there with your team? Because the level of just unprofessionalism is at an all-time high, and it's really getting to the point where it's out of control. And when I say it's out of control, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, because I can only do so much there. Okay? You all have the records, you have all kinds of stuff, and then all I can do is call you all or come there and handle my matters. But if you all are refusing to talk to me, return my emails, answer my questions, and then disregard me to the point where you're not even hearing me, and I have to continue to repeat myself, and you want me to treat you like you're a human, but you don't want to treat me as if I'm human. Like you want me to constantly do the work for you, but you all aren't doing your job. And so I just want to know, like, first of all, before I ask you any other questions, because I did not ask, your employees or who you supervise should be able to do the job that they're assigned to. And for them to constantly try to transfer the call to a supervisor, their supervisor, and brush me off and say I'm being disrespectful and make reports about me, or when I ask about the complaint process or how to make a report, they're very vulgar and saying things like, just address it to whoever you want, as if it's not going to do anything to affect them. They don't take it seriously, but they have to realize you may not take your life seriously, but I take my life very seriously. I'm not playing around with these judges or anybody else, these district attorneys, and they messing around. I know that they can do harm to me. You all show me that every day. When I call to that courthouse, every time I call to that courthouse, you disrespect me and show me that you do not have any sort of compassion or empathy or anything in a place that should be have. You all are steady punishing me, and you're doing things that are very unlawful. You're criminalizing me. You're not answering the proper questions. You don't have the accurate information. And some of the people that you supervise don't even know what's happening. They're blaming on the judges, and they change their story. Where is the truth? I cannot honor you all.
So I need another.
And I'm not anybody in that courthouse. I do not. And so why is it? What is the problem exactly? Because this is one reason why the call was transferred to you to talk to you about this matter. And this is a part of your job. And that's why I asked, how are you all doing at the courthouse? Can you handle your workload? Because I pay taxes and I have a right to know what's going on. Because if I'm going to be in a city and you all are, I don't have to be here, or I can file a lawsuit against the city because it's things that they're not supplying to someone that is in a city or a state. So I have a right to understand what is going on, because you all are taxing and tolling me constantly. I can't even get my fair stuff in court. I represent myself. Anything I call about, I'm supposed to be able to talk to you all about it. And you all recognize my name and you just mistreat me significantly and abundantly. You're so abusive and harmful. I've been criminalized for things that I did less than what your people have did. I literally have a charge right now for doing way less than your employees had did to me. And you all are at work. And so you all can be charged criminally, whether or not it's accepted. You all don't have that immunity like that. Only immunity you have is to do whatever you want to do in this world. Yes, you do. But when you also have to know, when you go to a job, you also have to say, if you don't want to do it, you have to quit. You don't get to just do whatever with somebody else's life. Why are you all doing that to me? What's the order? It's like you all have like, I don't have a death wish, Bethany. I want my life. I'm not even in a religion or anything. You guys cannot hold me hostage to something that I don't believe in. I'm calling seriously. You all are interfering with court cases.
I worked as a cartel waitress for
I did not agree to be live streamed.
Well, that's all she had to say. I do not agree to be live streamed. How the fuck do you know that you're being live streamed? Their ass is in trouble. I do not agree to be live streamed. Well, you know what? You better take your ass to Illinois or some other place because it's not illegal. And why would you call me just to say that? These bitches fighting a case that they feel that they won already, right? But they did not. Why don't you want to be live streamed? What are you doing that you cannot repeat? They asked, nah, I do not agree to be live streamed. Did I even tell her? No. But why did she hang up the phone when she said it? Why didn't she say that, okay, well, let's talk about it. They ass is trying to murder me. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. That's Kenosha, Wisconsin. And they find ain't nobody gonna buy me out. Ain't nobody gonna put no money on my books. Ain't nobody gonna care about me or come to court. I don't have money for an attorney. It's not about that. I want to represent myself. But then they stick me in the hole, refuse to let me talk on the phone. Soon as I get there, they put stuff over the window so people can't know that I'm in jail. The phone's right in the what is it? Where they put people in holdings, the phones don't even fucking work in Kenosha. Those phones don't work. So people can't call collect. They can't do what they have to do. And they trap people in there. They had me in there from the 4th to the 5th in holding. Stupid ass bitches. They fighting the fuck out. They doing illegal ass shit. And they want to blame it on the judge and get his ass all fired up. Watch what happens. Fuck this. I'm about to call the Attorney General of Wisconsin. And then they gonna have the nerve to say they want somebody that's a neutral party to investigate other crimes and stuff like that. Well, when? I don't have to be killed or shot the fuck down before somebody take this shit serious. That's what the fuck they want. Them motherfuckers is people who eat people, and I'm not letting it happen. I don't know what the fuck they trying to do to me. Fuck you mean you don't agree to be live streamed? Go somewhere else. What you mean? They doing anything in the motherfucking offices. Them bitches, that's why everything is great for them. Also, the motherfucking vent fell on me. Shit. When I was walking into that courthouse too, and then they filed a fucking complaint on me.
Because on the 14th I have an appointment.
This is terrible.
Nope. And let me. Oh, sorry, my phone is very touchy, so you have to forgive me.
Ugh.
Okay. I'm just okay, and I'm going to real quick before I get you off the phone. If you never have it.
So what you call for, bitch? And you know the whole motherfucking time. I've been talking to them, going through the same shit before I even was going live on this motherfucker. This been way before 2020. These motherfuckers, they went so far as Ain't nothing been changed in my food share case or nothing like that with my child support. They even took a whole nother $100 off of. Nothing changed. I have the email. I emailed child support. One of the workers said my case have not changed at all, and they gonna say my stuff had changed. They don't even want me to get no motherfucking food stamps. That's how hard they fighting me. This is the bullshit. And then they say if I come in there crying or something like that, what you mean? This is my life. You trying to take my life? Just because I don't want a public defender. And then you want to set an example. Don't you dare come up in here and say you want to represent yourself, because you all are slaves. And we're going to do this to everybody. Y'all want to use me as an example? Well, you know what you better use as an example? That your ass got immunity or whatever the situation is. But,
I just have to write something down real quick.
Here, no, I don't, I'm not gonna borrow it to you though, but you can have it.
No.
Here, you
No,
can
I'll
have
give it right back.
I don't want it back.
Oh, okay.
But I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, so
I'm gonna put on here.
I ain't out here borrowing nothing like that, because that, okay, you want a contract? Because I can loan something.
Okay, and then our next appointment is.
I have called to the Attorney General's office. They have been so messed up. But I'm gonna try again today. This is the Wisconsin Department of Justice number right here.
If not, I'll do the one. If not, I'll do the 145. It's not a big deal.
Oh man, that should call Illinois. District Attorney. Oh, they showing. I'm gonna actually call.
Okay, yeah. So the next appointment's at 145 on the 12th. Alrighty. Okay. No, I understand. By all means.
I'm hungry. I have to deal with this shit, and I sit up here. I have to use the bathroom, and I'm still growing. Like, this shit is like an emergency, and then they gonna tell me like I can't call 911. What the fuck you mean not to call 911? These motherfuckers are trying to kill me slowly but surely. What the fuck you mean? These punk ass motherfuckers like, no. And then they push it in people whatever for they can have slow growth as it is. No. Josh Call. I'm not about to surrender and say, fuck it, I'm going to be out here eating meat. I'm not. No, because you want to make it okay. People need to understand what's happening. They say, okay, well, the plant was once alive. It's not the same thing, but I'd rather motherfucking eat a plant. I'm not murdering shit. I didn't make them animals with my motherfucking hands. Shit. And I'm not gonna eat my children. Fuck you. That's why they steady trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. I ain't gonna press my hair to make you motherfuckers look good, because you gonna try to say what? That I'm something that I'm not. Fuck you. I'm black. You mad? What? Say you black, motherfucker. I don't care. That's all this shit is about, really. Talking about they open 24 hours. Attorney General, and they are. Because this shit be emergencies. Motherfuckers be out here fucking around. Shit. Respect. Sure. 17 West Main Street. Shit, man. Look at this shit. Attorney General. So that is the number. But I'm gonna call this. I want to have some more information. I'm gonna call this.
We have reached the Kenosha County District Attorney's Office.
District
Our
Attorney's
office is located at the Mall and Arrow Building at 912 56th Street, Kenosha, Wisconsin 53140, directly behind the courthouse. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until noon and from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. This office is closed on weekends and holidays. Please note that this office cannot give out legal advice. If you are calling to report a crime, please contact your local law enforcement agency. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911 immediately. If you're looking for a telephone number for one of the local police agencies, please press 1 now. If you're calling for information on contacting the Public Defender's Office, please press 2. If you're looking for information on a court date or what happened in court, please press 3. If you're calling for official court documents, court records, or case dispositions, press 4. If you're calling for a discovery procedure, please press 5. If you're calling about a subpoena, please press 6. If you're calling to speak to one of our victim witness advocates, press 7. To repeat these options, press 8. If you'd like to speak with our next available person, please press 9 or remain on the line.
Wait while I transfer your call.
I didn't even press nothing. Now, who did they transfer my call to? Listen. Here it is.
District Attorney's Office.
Hi, may I have some speaker with, please?
I'm sorry, who?
What's your name?
I'm the fill-in receptionist. How can I help you?
No, I asked your name.
Why do you need my name?
Because I called a public.
Is somebody to help you?
I called a public office, and so I would like to know that you can identify yourself so I can know who I'm talking to. I have a right to know who I'm talking to. I did call to the district attorney's office. Is that right? An attorney, the district attorney, a legal office that knows the law, right? Hello?
How can I help you, ma'am?
What is, do you know who I am?
I don't. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Okay, you're trying to ask me who I am, but so who are you?
How can I help you?
What's your name? Did you just, are you supposed to be answering the phone?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your name? And you know that you're supposed to identify yourself. Why won't you? What are you doing that you can't say your name?
But why? I don't understand how can I help you? I just want to help you. How can I help you?
Well then, you're not helping me.
I can help you without giving you my name.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. I don't want you to give me your name. I want you to tell me your name, please. These bitches, they caught up. They've been killing for way too long. Now they in trouble. And they know it. And they don't want people to know it's them that they be doing it because they smiling all these people's faces. They have a good time outside of work. It's illegal the way the abuse. And then they hang up the phone. They ass know it's me. They doing this shit to me.
Kenosha County District Attorney's Office.
Any other time they answer the phone and say their name. They sending emails to each other. They got a little crime ring going on. Little group. Fuck you mean? You can't say your name? Where everybody's name is listed. You can go right on the Kenosha website and see how much motherfucking money they make.
This office is closed on weekends and holidays.
It's ridiculous. They are playing in these offices. Who can take this shit serious? And they trying to hang me. And they say I'm incompetent. They trying to see if I'm competent or not. And putting the cases together. I can't even meet with on another case. Now that's how bad this shit is. Didn't even notify me. I'm pressing 9. I already know.
Wait while I transfer your call.
It's on this call, and it is what it is, man.
Please hold for the receptionist.
Shit, and I gave out that pen. Look at this pen going out. But I have another one. Oh, it's not now. But see right here how it was going out. So I'm fine. I know how I feel. Like, for real. Because I was up in there trying to ask them for a pen up in jail. They would not even give me a pen. But they gave me the forms. Wouldn't give me a pen so I can submit anything in writing. But I'm fine. They gonna try to say I'm doing something wrong to them soon. Oh, I got this pen. This is a different pilot pen that I have. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, please. They got so much time to waste and play these games. Who's the fuck, man, please. That's why they kill people's daddies and take their houses from them. They took my house. City of Kenosha stole my house and used it. They went so far. The church is sensitive, sweetheart. She gonna do it. I'm not in church now. Now what you gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm sure you want to travel and go all these different places. We got that for you. You can do that. Sell us your house. Because they're about to steal my house. They're gonna take it. My dad never owed them anything. He never asked him for money, not a food stamp, not anything. But they had to say he had to die owing them so that they can motherfucking try to claim his body. Because you know what? That's why they fucked up with his funeral. Everything was a goddamn mess. My dad ain't never had to owe them shit. But they made sure my dad died owing them, a poor man. And they scared of the vengeance and the revenge. That's what the fuck is the problem too. But it ain't even that serious. You know why? Because I know a better way to do it. I'm going to call you on what you did. What you did was wrong. I don't have to get revenge. I can talk this shit through. The fuck you don't want revenge? What the fuck you doing? Shit, you gonna revenge on what? You don't have any room to revenge your shit. And then they not even answering the fucking phone. Oh, please. They sit there and been working on me for 5 years at least through the same case shit over and over again. But it's been happening way before that. Little cases here and there gonna have in there that say it's because 2 white police officers in Racine said I almost ran them over. That is not even true. The ambulance didn't even fucking show up. I was cut in my head. The ambulance was parked around the corner. And then they threw me in a fucking ambulance. No, I did not. I was trying to go to the hospital. It's impossible. But the case was dropped. But this is why y'all doing it. And I'm so beautiful and they trying to kill me though. That's the fucked up part about it, man. I've been good. I don't give a fuck. But y'all sit here and let these motherfuckers sit up here and play on these phones constantly. I can't even handle my business. While they sabotaging each other. When y'all ass ain't gonna be able to sit in that office together, you gonna see who weak. The same motherfuckers who can't even tell their name. Bitch, I always say my name to anybody that walk near me, because if you got something for me, I'm right here. Anybody who look my way, because it's hitmen, so come out. Are you Jasmine Renee Davis? It is what it is. They playing these games. They think this shit Netflix and chill. This shit is real out here. The fuck you mean? Y'all think y'all doing something because y'all getting away with this shit. People out here fucking people up, man. And you not fucking me up. Y'all sit here and believe this shit, okay? All the movies, them horror films, that shit come from somebody goddamn pattern of the way they think. Don't fuck around, man. Motherfuckers be fainting and everything on set. That's how fucking serious this shit is. I'm not about to sit up here and give none to nobody that I can't handle myself. They know I'm calling. And then if I go there, I start crying, they're going to call the police. And I know I'm going to cry because look at them. They sit there and they literally got me under arrest. I can't even go to the courthouse and handle my matters. In Racine, it's a problem. I had to call and make arrangements for my wagon. They tried to tell me that I couldn't. Yes, I could. And they made a police report, a sheriff department report on me. serious. Can't help but to be like, I can't fuck with you. I don't know shit about you. Because they want to kill me so that they can get a taste of some shit, man, for real. And even ain't had a conversation with nobody, but if that's serious, ain't nobody worth my motherfucking life. Nobody. I don't give a fuck what they got, nigga. You banking off somebody else's shit, nigga. I'm banking off my own. Remember that. You don't have shit of your own, bitch. You don't even realize that you got your own shit. How the fuck you gonna sit up here and research my life, everything about me, but you won't do it to yourself and find out who the fuck you are? You nothing ass person. Straight up. They nothing. They sit here and because they can't. They using systems that they ain't supposed to be using it for. Find out about yourself. They gonna mess around and gonna go to somebody that ain't gonna motherfucking care about them. Or they gonna love them unconditionally and their ass ain't gonna be able to do nothing but what the fuck they supposed to do. Now, follow the rules. That's why they always trying to engage me into something. And I'm going to keep this phone call. It's been 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Why they always trying to hurry me off the phone, though. They sit there and say, "Oh, did I try to harm somebody that'll bring life into their situation?" You know what I'm saying? So that's serious, but it's because black people never could be counted in as adequate. But then at the same time, then why do you need so much slavery? Why? Why can't you just do it on your own? You found out that you don't have to do it to each other, or what? No, not everybody is doing that, and I'm not going to blame it on everybody. I already said some black people who took some jobs to betray the situation and hurt me and harm me, didn't give a fuck about me, and they got little rented storefronts. The fuck? They knew what was going on. They knew that they were about to take my house, so they took advantage of it. And it wasn't like they were trying to help me. Because the amount of money, like, they'll give me $4,000 more than what you know what I'm saying? Nah. Literally, barely had any money from the sale of my dad's house. I didn't fuck off that money. All that money went to living expenses and nothing outrageous. Nothing. I wasn't out there traveling. I literally was there raising my household. I was not out there. Can't nobody say, look, for 10 years, I ain't have shit on a criminal motherfucking record. And then when my dad died, these motherfuckers tried to get into my daughter, convince my daughter and lie to her and all that shit. And it was just a mess. And then they said I tried to strangle my daughter and all kind. Man, that shit was a mess. That shit was fucked up. I ain't never tried to strangle my daughter. The fuck you mean? So how did that possibly happen? If I didn't want my child, then I didn't have to bring her into this world. I brought my child. I gave birth to my child. Motherfuckers lie. They be quick to give somebody something and say, "Hey, yeah, you gonna find an interest in something. Yeah, you're curious. You're gonna see the cost because it's always my mama. So I don't care what happened. It's always gonna be my mama. So I already know I got my mama, but maybe I can figure out what you about. So I'm gonna do what I have to do to get you. Well, you know what? When you realize that these motherfuckers, you're gonna have to know that they trying to take your mama. Then what you gonna do? But you already know I'm your mama, though, huh? Mama's baby and daddy's maybe. Better recognize I'm not motherfucking playing. This shit is out of control. This car right now, I've been on hold. District Attorney, they got serious. My case is serious, and they find that they don't have any reason to believe that. And this another thing. If I was mentally ill, right? Oh, they ain't even more trouble from abusing me. You cannot abuse mentally ill people. You cannot abuse sick people. You don't know where I come from. But you go ahead with your covering. Everything that you got keeping you. You go right ahead, because I can say some shit, but I would not insult them to that far level like that. You think you all that because you work at the district attorney office? Yeah, I know you are. I know you all of that. And so, because that's how you all do it. You got dibs at everything. Y'all play the games that I never know existed. Remember that. So I don't give a fuck. I ain't missing out on something I ain't never had. Nah, but I know it's something. Play on. I don't give a fuck. Because you trying to get something. I was able to give birth to a daughter and a son. And even though that was taken from me, even though I was drugged and all this different shit, there's people right now who are begging for fertility. So I'm grateful, but that does not mean that's all my life is. So you go right ahead while you doing your goddamn thing. And I don't need you to count shit for me. Nothing at all. This whole wide fucking universe. So why don't you you got the money to take care of something way bigger. Why are you trying to oppress something where you can motherfucker? Cause why? It's a reason. It is a reason, bitch. You got education or whatever, and you sitting here bullying the shit out of my phone call. Because they know better. Because they're going to have to answer to me and everybody else. And that's what they don't want to do. They're going to tell you, if you question, you're going to go with this and then deal with all kinds of stuff. And they said they cannot even reschedule competency hearings, but you see, they did reschedule one. That's what I said. I don't need this bullshit. They said that Xavier Solis was supposed to be on my case. I can only talk to him, but how come he didn't change his name? These motherfuckers doing shit behind the backs of others and everything. I don't care. People need to know the truth about these people. The motherfuckers killing. I don't care. So, you big and bad because you a murderer? But remember, you're asking for it. I am not a murderer. Now, I am not a murderer. But you try to pretend like I'm one. Even try to force me to put my dad on hospice. You try to get me to agree to things that I didn't want to. And they see I put up a motherfucking fight. And every single, they didn't like me for then. Oh, because I wasn't going to take the fall for that shit. I'm not killing my dad. They said, don't call 911. I called 911. It was so motherfucking bad. The paramedics trying to tell somebody I was motherfucking married to what to do up in my house, bitch. And then she still couldn't. I said, right there, the man that came in there with her. And the man that I was fucking married to. I told him exactly what to do after she took 30, 40 minutes trying to figure out how to lift my dad off the bed. They couldn't even, it took them at 40 minutes. She telling them how to do it wrong. They didn't even bring enough manpower to even take my dad. So I said, all you gotta do is this. As soon as I told them, they picked him right up. That bitch was, I said, I tried to tell you. They looked at her, and they looked at me, and they put their head down, and that bitch was looking at me. I tried to tell you, bitch, you sitting here playing with my dad's body, huh? I'm not playing, and I wasn't even talking to them like that at the time. That's another thing. That's another problem I had. I was trying to be good. Fuck being good. I'm right about it. Bitch sit up there playing with my dad and I'm calling 911 and he's fighting for his life. And you got these motherfuckers doing everything to. And then the nigga that lived in the house with me, even though he was walking out on me, was listening to her. Oh, hell no. You go right ahead, you good person. Because he soon found out you don't have to do what these people tell you to do. You do what you're supposed to do. But he's like, this is her job. She's supposed to know. She's trained for that. Okay, but apparently she did not know. They're fake. They wouldn't even give my dad therapy. Sent two looked like they were teenagers up in there. They didn't even want to exercise my dad's legs because a lot of times them knee surgeries and shit, they don't do shit. They just lock people's legs up. Oh, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. They just lock people's legs up. Where did that come from? This pen come from? Oh, it did? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was yours or not. Oh, yeah, it looks like it could be mine. I don't know. It probably did fall. I appreciate it. Because I didn't know it could have been come from anywhere. Appreciate it. They replace the knees and lock people's knees up. Legs, somebody sit there with their legs bent. Sit there with your legs bent and you up in a small little hospital bed or something like that. Your legs are stuck like that. And they don't do anything to change it. They said if they would have straightened my dad's legs out, they would have had to break my dad's legs. Why would you? How is that accurate? Aurora did that to my dad. Them motherfuckers are a mess. They did a number on my dad. And I tried. And they did a number on me and my children. And gonna have the nerve to tell my daughter that she don't have to tell me what happened in her doctor's appointment because she's old enough. Yeah, them kids starving to be big. Shit. Got a motherfucker sitting there and, oh yeah, you're such a big girl, you're such a big this and that. No, man. And that's the same thing these people do. They got any little, because they say, oh, you know, anything they can do is gonna make them feel better and bigger than me. Do you know that there's some motherfuckers that's way bigger than you that will tell you to sit down and you better hurry up and sit down? They're going to be lost without their jobs. Where are you going to go? Do you have a backup plan? Somebody once said, what are you going to do when the air goes out the ball? What are you going to do when the air goes out of the ball? You're going to blow that motherfucker back up, right? Okay, remember that. Take care of yourself. Make sure you stay strapped. I got me a motherfucking ear pump right here in my goddamn bag. Hold on. So, dude, and some, look, I'm not out there playing. Look at this. I'm not playing. Yeah. But then I'm supposed to go piss on them if they on fire. Because that's coming from me. That's what I can get. I had to ask somebody else for some water. I'm about to go up there. I'm about to use this laboratory. I'm about to stay on hold as long as these people don't keep me on hold too. Or this phone call on hold. Because this is all investigation. Their ass is being investigated. This is ridiculous. Ain't no motherfucking way. Their ass have to be investigated. And they have to come immediately because they about to, and then they're gonna say, oh look at what you did. You can't possibly have any sense. That's what they tell me. For you to question a judge, something must be wrong with you. I called to that intake commissioner. I left a message on that voicemail too. They have not called me back yet. It's another problem. It's serious. Ooh. Hi, may I have someone speaking with, please?
The receptionist?
What's your name?
For what reason?
Because I'm asking, and because I can't ask.
Okay, I don't have to give you my name.
Actually, that is the law.
What can I do for you?
I'm asking your name so I can know who I'm speaking with. And for you all to be playing these games on the district attorney phone, it's getting a little bit out of hand now. And you all seem like it's so why won't you tell me your name? What's the point? You know this is Jasmine Renee Davis, and you're choosing to not tell me your name for what reason?
Then you should know who you're talking to.
No, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to. What's your name?
What do you need?
No, and so you talking to me like that for what reason?
I can send you over to the district attorney.
That's not why I called.
What else would you call the district attorney's office
What
for?
is your name?
I don't have to give you my name, Jasmine.
Oh, but I'm not Jasmine. You don't refer to me like that. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And for you all to be so abusive like
Jasmine Renee Davis, I don't know what you're yelling about.
Now you're saying I'm yelling?
Need to get you what
Now
help
you're saying
you
I'm
need,
yelling?
and do you need to talk to the district attorney?
Now you're saying that I'm yelling? I call for different matters.
To the district attorney?
First of all, so you don't want to identify yourself. Is that true?
Correct.
And you say you don't have to, right?
Correct.
And so what's the policy that you don't have to? I'm just asking because you know that you get paid from taxpayers' dollars, right?
And I'm a taxpayer.
Oh, okay. And so what? So you already know. So what policy is that?
You can talk to the district attorney, who's my boss.
Okay, but what's the policy?
He can tell you.
Did he tell you not to identify yourself to me?
I don't have to identify myself.
You
and
do.
I'm not going to go back and forth.
I don't have to give you any information. If I call there, I have to know who I'm talking to. No, yes you do. Yes you do. That's because you all are caught up in your crimes. Okay, I'm happy to. Shit, I'm not scared.
Okay, well then you can have this conversation with him.
But you still in trouble. Citizen arrest.
Okay, that's fine.
Good.
Here he comes.
Yeah, he better. Shit, I don't find this shit cute at all, man. They giving me a hard time for what? They think I have a heart problem, but you're gonna learn today that all that shit is lies, and they sit here using me to figure out what's wrong with them and find out that they in some motherfucking trouble themselves. Talk about here he comes. Okay, well he better get on the phone too. This don't make any sense, man. Why somebody coming to take over? I done been in the office, district attorney office, and so it don't even fucking matter to me. I had that argument. All I did was ask the name. And they see now that, oh, I can get in trouble for the telephone. They don't want to answer the questions. That's okay. But bitch, you can get in trouble for the telephone too. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Hi, this is Xavier Solis. How you doing?
Oh, good. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. So you can identify yourself. I appreciate that. I'm calling for a number of matters, actually. First of all, why is it that your office is abusing me so much?
You currently have pending criminal charges. Are you going to retain an attorney?
That's not the reason why I call you. Why did you ask me that?
Because I cannot discuss with you if you're going to retain an attorney.
No, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And so this is, I'm going to make sure I go into somewhere so you can hear me, because it sounds like you might have me on speakerphone or something, so I cannot hear you as much. But this is the problem, okay? Why are you all fighting me so hard? And then when I'm trying to call and take care of my business, can you please tell me that?
I don't understand what your question is.
And I'm calling because you have come. I'm supposed to be meeting with you. And so what happened with that case that I'm supposed to be meeting with you all? And then it says that you transferred it to a competency for both of my cases. So can you please tell me what's happening with this situation?
So there's a pending competency evaluation to determine whether or not we're done with work.
I can hardly hear you. I'm trying to hear you. This is serious. You all are seeming like you're trying to take my life or something, because I'm asking that you take this a little bit more seriously. But that's for one case. Do you see what day am I supposed to meet with you on for my other case?
Well, my understanding is that you had DA pre-trial on Friday afternoon, but you called to reschedule this?
No.
And I believe then it was rescheduled again?
No.
Based on your request?
I did not have, no. That pretrial, DA pretrial is supposed to come up this week. And they said that you all canceled it. I called to the courthouse. I was not the one who canceled that.
Yes, so we cannot discuss anything with you until we do the competency evaluation.
That's for a different case.
It's going to be all tied in together.
Why? Why?
Oh, sorry.
Somebody is in there.
What is he here?
Yes, and the other
What's the
bathroom.
bucket?
The other one is I had to use the bathroom. So the other one seemed like it's out of order. So I don't know. I appreciate it. So why are you? So now you're saying that you don't want this. You're gonna call. What's the reason that you all are calling for my competency?
The only thing I can let you know is if you have any appointment with the doctor, to meet with the doctor.
But why? No, you have to. Oh, I apologize. You have to tell me why you're calling for my competency, though.
Because I have some issues of some competency issues.
What is that? How? What is the issues that you have with my? And what would that possibly be? Oh, I hear you now. So I'm in a pub. So now that's not there. So you said, what is your issue of my competency and when? Since when?
I just recommend for you to discuss it with the doctor and make sure you go to any appointments that are scheduled of you.
So you all believe that if you throw me in jail for 2 cases and keep me in jail as long as you want, you think that's going to teach me competency? I was able to have a conversation. What you say?
I just recommend for you to have any appointments that you have with any doctor.
So, but first of all, you all are forcing me and violating HIPAA. And I talked to you before. You did not raise my competency. You said that you were going to send me information that you did not send me. You said that you were going to give me so what are you all hiding? Why are you trying to throw me in jail freely without trying the case or telling me what's happening? It's like you all are trying to murder me. Why? What did I do to you? What did I possibly do to you, Xavier Solis, for you to treat me this way? What did I possibly do? You took the case from municipal court. This is a municipal charge, a ticket that you are now saying that I'm incompetent on both cases now? But you just said that one of them I rescheduled. So how are you combining both of the cases? One is supposed to be a status hearing. So why are you all doing all this illegal stuff? What is it that's just happening? What are you all hiding? Why are you trying to put me away? Can you please answer that? Because you know I'm not incompetent. All you're going to ask me to do if I understand how do I have to have an attorney to tell the truth about what really happened? Why would I have to have an attorney to do that? You all were dishonest on the reports. You put all kind of stuff on there that was not true. And then you call for my competency. But what about the people in your office making false reports? All the stuff that you all made mistakes on your stuff, on your court paperwork. You know, what if I call for your competency? You wouldn't like that because that's an insult to who you are as a person. And I did not do that to you.
Did you receive all the police reports?
No, I have not. You also said that you were sending me the body cam footage or you were going to give it to me at a pretrial conference and you did not.
Oh, that's right, because you keep rescheduling the court hearing, that's why.
No, it's not. I met with you.
I don't know where I can mail it to you either.
Okay, this is a problem. How come you canceled the one that was already scheduled then?
I didn't cancel it.
Who canceled it?
You did.
No, I did not.
You called to reschedule
to reschedule that hearing 3 times.
No, I did not call 3 times. No, I did not. Somebody else must have called and said they were me.
No, I'm pretty sure they indicated that it was just Jasmine Renee Davis, and they were clear about that. Because they indicated, they got upset and they said, do not call me Miss Davis. You indicated my name is Jasmine Renee Davis, and I'm going to reschedule the court hearings.
And so so if I called 3 times, right, which I did not call 2. So what's that next date that it was rescheduled to?
For this Friday.
So it is a meeting on this Friday. Right? Hello?
Hang on.
No, I'm just asking you a question. That's what I'm trying not to do, and you should know that. All right. Please, does somebody be real around this mother? I believe in something. Somebody doing something right. Because the job is, as a district attorney, you're supposed to look out for the best interests of me too, not only them people. They are punishing me and all that. I haven't even been proven guilty. Then somebody calling saying that they me. Of course they can get the lines right. Just because I can't. He said that because they said that don't call me Miss Davis, that they believe that's me. They got this shit.
So your next court date is May 19th at 2 o'clock.
But you said it was something scheduled for this Friday.
In front of the judge.
But the pretrial appointment is this Friday, and you just said that.
It was until competency was raised. So
Competency was not raised on this hearing. For this, it was only raised on 1.
I know, but that pretrial becomes a status, so.
No, come on. That don't even sound right. I'm gonna tell you, I'm competent enough to hear you, and so you said that I had rescheduled 3 times. What's the date that I had rescheduled the competence? I mean, for
you know what, Jasmine Renee Davis, I do not know what you rescheduled, but you did reschedule 3 times.
So just tell me the date. Just tell me the date that it's rescheduled to. Then.
Just make sure you go to court, okay?
What's the date?
May 19th at 2 o'clock.
That's a hearing. So you called for my competency on how many cases?
Both of them too.
Oh, you did. So who is your supervisor? Who do you answer? Who's your supervisor? How do I file a complaint against you?
Against me? You want to file a complaint against me? Okay.
Oh, I can't do that, huh? But did you not file a complaint against me? And I had talked to you, and I believe there was a rationale. Now you calling for my competency. And you just said that I rescheduled. Answer my question. If I had a report that if I want to take note about what's happening, and I can
just make sure you maintain your appointment with the doctor, and make sure you come to court. Since then, I can't speak to you until after the court date.
But I'm asking you, if I wanted to talk to somebody about this whole thing to get a different look at it, who do I talk to?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Is it the Attorney General?
Maybe, but as far as this case, it stays here.
So even if the judge, they say I'm competent, you can still say that I'm not. Why? So how do I trust this? You all trying to put me in jail. Why?
The court decides whether or not you are competent. You can write a letter to the court if you like, but other than that, just make sure you keep your appointment with the doctor, and make sure you come to court that day. And
can you send this to me in writing? Because you said that I rescheduled the hearing.
I'm not sending none of this in writing. You have court May 19th at 2 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you have your appointment with the doctor.
And I have a question. Do you realize that you're supposed to not only stick up for the people who filed a complaint, you're supposed to stick up for what's right, including me? Why do you choose to go against me and fight me? This case wasn't even true. I have the actual recordings. You didn't even hear the recordings. And then you talk about, what are you saying?
If you have the information, just bring it with you in court, okay?
But the problem is, how do I obtain my records and everything that I want to obtain from these cases? The body cam footage and everything else. How do I get my evidence?
I can have it for you in the front desk if you want to come and pick it up.
Yes, I would like to, please.
Okay.
And so when could that be available?
I'm not sure. I have to get it together.
So what, about like Thursday or Friday this week?
Yeah, I can probably do that.
Okay, and that's going to include for both cases, all the audio footage as well, all of that.
That you would have to get from Joint Services.
Joint Services said that they could not give me that because they're open cases. You know that.
Yeah, but you have to tell them you're appointed to, you are representing yourself.
I did tell them that. And they said I have to get it from the district attorney. I have the recording.
You need, you need the DA authorization then, I believe.
Okay, so what is that?
That will be ready when you come and pick it up. But I gotta run the court though, so I'll try to gather it for you.
I hope that this can be an experience that can be fair, and so I can prove to you all that I can take care of myself. You know, I'm 38. I want to stop being held to all this stuff from the past. I need to grow out of this stuff. You know, every day I get better, and y'all forcing me to do the same thing every day over and over. I need to live, man. For real. You can't keep forcing me like double jeopardy over and over. But I'll talk to you all on probably Thursday or Friday. I'm going to call and confirm. But you need to let them people know that they have to identify themselves just as you did. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Take care.
All right, take care.
I'm not playing at all, man. This stuff is so serious. It means something to me. It means something to me. I cannot worry about any of this shit. I gotta do what they tell me to do and hope that it's gonna be okay. And hope that it's gonna be okay. For real, man. I'm just trying so hard. I think they're all give me some food. I'm so hungry. Real. Oh. Ooh, shit. Give me some more. Straight up, this is something else. Fuck. Man, this is serious. I reached out to those people to tell them, like, hey, you know, this appointment have not been scheduled, behavioral consultants. They said, well, you want to file a complaint against me? Yes, because I want to make sure that thing is not even really a complaint, to be real. It's not even a complaint. It's just a report. Because I need to have accountability. I need to make sure. Looking forward to some summer, some sun, to live my life and to be out here. Why do I have to constantly be confined? Shit. I have to take a picture here, so I'm gonna come on with another live video soon. Jasmine Renee Davis is 12:57 p.m. and it's Monday, April 21st. Oh my God, it's 2025. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.